It might be hard to describe how that feels, but can you try to put it into words?
Yeah, I think given our current context, it's a bit of a surreal win. Just I think with everything considered, Merthyr haven't lost here all season. They could have won the league today, and I thought we came here and in the end, to be honest, I thought we deserved to win the game. I thought we probably got a little bit too deep in the first half, allowed them to really get into their rhythm. Did well, to be honest, to come in at 1-1, even though the lads gave everything they could. We just probably tactically just allowed them to come into our half a bit too easily. We changed a couple of things at half time, and I thought the game completely changed after that, to be honest. And the work rate from the lads didn't change the whole game, but I thought we stopped them gaining too much momentum in possession. Don't really remember them having a clear-cut chance in the second half, and they're a very good team, so to stop them doing that is a real compliment to our lads. But I also just thought we were a threat every time we won it. I felt like we were going to attack the goal. We had good runners, we had good composure, we kept the ball well when we needed to. I just thought it was an all-round performance, and yeah, you've got to give great credit to the lads, because I thought to a man, including the subs that came on, everyone was magnificent today. I think all the staff as well were quality this week, so much work put in, and it's so worth it. You come a long trip, go and see what it means to everyone, all those fans. It's what you do it for. It genuinely is what you do it for. It's what makes football so good, and it was obviously a massive win for us as well when you look at some other results. And yeah, really enjoyable day, but we know the job's not done yet. We've got another few games to go, and we're going to have to make sure we perform just as well as we did today if we're to reach our goals.
Joe, I think proud is probably the best word to put it in. Just how proud of you were the lads today?
Yeah, really proud. It's obviously it's the most difficult fixture in the league, so given what the boys have been through, and you think back to that spell we lost the 5 1-0s in a row, and the pain that we were all going through then, and the things that we had to go through, was a real tough time. And we were saying in those times, we were saying we've got to get through it and stick with what we believe in, and keep doing the basic things and working hard, and I think you get your rewards down the line. And a day like today is not just 1 week in the making. It's a accumulation of time, with hard work, with training, with preparation, and I think the boys deserve, honestly, an unbelievable amount of credit, because they are the best team in the league. They play a style of football that's very tough to play against. You have to suffer a lot. You spend a lot of time without the ball. They had 2,000 fans here today, and they create a really good atmosphere here. So a lot of things were against us, and I think the boys stood up to that. And like Pat said, I genuinely do think we ended up deserving to win the game. So it's a huge credit to the lads.
Pat, that's back-to-back wins now against the team bottom of the league, against the team top of the league. That consistency is key, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive. I think we're starting to see, not about the consistency of the results, it's about the consistency of the performances. And I think we've said that we were critical when we first came in, and we can't be critical at the moment, not of the way we're playing, not of any of the lads. So I think the most important thing, we always said it was to focus on the performances. We're seeing that week in, week out now. And I just think doing the basics, like working hard and running and, fighting for first balls, fighting for second balls, showing that you care, showing you got desire. And we've got that in abundance now. And I know I had a bit of a go after the Gloucester game, but since then we've been quality, to be fair, and I think you have to give the lads praise, but also say that we've still got a lot of work to do. We got a hard training week this week to make sure that we're ready to go against Swindon. So whilst there is a lot of praise and there is a lot of positives, we have to be even better in the next game, the next game, the next game, because this club has to stay up. And there'll be some real belief that we can now.
I already mentioned it, but the fans today, just those scenes at the end of the game, I mean, it's such a nice feeling, isn't it?
It is why you do it. For I don't know how many were here, but it was a good number have travelled up on their Saturday afternoon and spent the day in Merthyr. knowing that they're going to watch their side suffer at times in the game, but they made great noise. The atmosphere just all around the place today was really good, to be honest. And I think, you know, they get their rewards. They've been through such a tough time this year, the fans, you know, both before we came in and also since, especially at the start. And they've been rewarded today. I know that there's a long way to go, not just this season, but just as a club. There's a lot of work to be done. But hopefully they can see that this group's really fighting for them. We as a staff, everyone's given absolutely everything to do their jobs as well as they can. And you get a reward like today. It's great to see. It's really vocal support. The lads really appreciate it, and we really appreciate it as well. It really does make it worth it. So huge credit to the fans, and thanks to them for making the journey.
And finally, Pat, 3 games left in this division. How are we looking ahead to those?
Same as any game, we have to analyse the opposition. And it's actually just on that probably worth noting that the whole staff worked hard this week. The 2 analysts put in a hell of a shift. They watched a lot of games in preparation for this, and people don't often see them or necessarily know who they are. But James and Danny were massively on their job this week, and just want to say thanks, because it makes a real difference, helps us out when we're thinking of game plans and we're trying to give information to the lads. They did a great job. But yeah, no, we need to analyse the teams we've got coming up, make sure we train right, and go at it like we did today.
Well done today, guys.
Cheers, boss.